I'm Jasmine, and I'm 17 years old. As of next month, I will be 18. And I decided to do this YouTube video because I like to help people use my struggles to help other people improve their lives and to help them learn to love themselves and overcome their struggles to be more at peace with themselves. And so I'm going to go to my first topic, which I have wrote down. So I don't jump from topic to topic, I just know what to talk about. My first topic is my struggle to actually love myself, and I'm going to talk about the bullying that I went through, because I feel that by opening up about it, it can help other people, whoever's watching this. I started to really get bullied my 7th grade year of middle school and 8th grade. In 7th grade, I would get, how do I start this? I would get sandwiches thrown at me at the bus stop, and like, it sounds kind of humorous now, I can laugh at it now, but at the time, it wasn't really funny having to try not to cry in front of those people doing that. And I still remember that day at my bus stop, and I got on the bus, and I smelled like the bologna and everything. I smelled like bologna and cheese, and I had nowhere to really, sit at lunch. I had to sit on the floor. Even my so-called friends at the time would put bags on the seats next to them and tell me I couldn't sit there. It was kind of like Mean Girls. In 8th grade, it was a little better, but that's when I decided to be courageous and take up show choir, which I thought would be an opportunity to stand out, and I stood out in a way that I didn't want to stand out, though. Needless to say, I haven't really done show choir since, because people like to belittle me on the show choir pictures, the group pictures. I was kind of the oddball, but I did stand out. I did reach that goal, but it, like I said, wasn't in a way I wanted to stand out. But at the time, there was this guy that I really liked, but he was a really big bully. And so he would say things like he'd rather jump off a bridge than date me, and he would tell me I was ugly, he would cuss at me, and just told me he doesn't like me, never has, never will. And so I would say 8th grade was semi-better than 7th grade by a smidge, but it wasn't a tremendous growth. But I would say about my junior year is when I started to be more confident, finally, because I started really focusing on school and my grades, and I started to take more of my appearance and dress up, and I really started to work on the love for myself, and that's when I really started to not really care about the opinions that other people had of me. And so now I try to, with my friends or anyone I see getting bullied, I take offense to that, not for myself, but the fact that I've gone through that. I don't like other people feeling that way that I felt like, because I literally used to shake going into classrooms. I didn't know what to expect. I knew something, like they were going to conjure up something else to say to me or about me. And there'd be times when my mom was still here that I would beg her not to go back to school, and she would let me stay with her finally, and so I didn't have to go to school. It was kind of like hell on earth for me. Describing it right. So and I have this gap right here that I used to be really self-conscious about, and people would comment on it, and I learned to embrace it because it's something that makes me unique. And so I encourage anybody who's watching this that if they have a flaw that they're really self-conscious about, not to be really self-conscious about it and grow to love it, because it's something that separates you from everybody else. And I think for that department, that's pretty much it. So when it comes to bullying, I would just, know that you're your own person, and whoever is doing the bullying, you're already above them, because anyone that resorts to knocking down a person just for the hell of it, they're really not a saint by any means. And so you shouldn't feel like you have to have their approval. You just need to approve of yourself and strive for what you want to do in your life, because we only have one life, and why waste it on everyone's ideals rather than our own. So if you're happy with yourself, then that's all it should be. My second topic is depression.